It is the morning of day 4, and we need to stop procrastinating.
We've been deviating for a day and maybe a half.
No, we've been letting the Airstream floor dry, so there is something going on in the background. But
that's our excuse.
Today we gotta finish sanding, and then cleaning, and then we'll apply the stain. Here we go.
Do you have permagran? Is that what's going on?
It's floor time. It is time. It is time to paint. We are using Cabot Clear Wood Protector. Said something about mildew on it. Sounds good to me. Honey, I love these colors.
Yeah, it's cool.
It might be yellower than you thought it was going to be, but
It is. Hopefully it dries more clear. It's supposed to be clear.
no, the color of the floor is yellow. It's not the. This stuff isn't. This is clear. It's going to. It's not going to make it look more yellow, even though that has a yellow pigment.
Yeah.
Prepping the staining and the sanding. Let's get this job finished. Oh, and by the way, this is like 2 months later.
Yeah.
1 month later.
Been a minute.
The floor is dry now. We did our rough sanding last month. We played with some stains, changed the color of the floor. Now everything is dry and we have an idea of what we're gonna do. We have a different product for covering the floor. And we're gonna quickly go over it with this 200 grit just to get the residues and a finer surface for our stain to apply to. Final strokes of the evening. I think this is just stunning. It's hard to tell what it's ultimately going to look like because it kind of has a purplish hue as you apply it. I know Ashley's a little concerned about the yellowish color of our floor, but we added some like charcoal black milk paint. Hey, good morning, guys. Roosters woke me up. I want to see the floor. Ooh. Yeah, I love it. Do a water test. Look at that. They don't seep in at all. Alright. Start making some coffee. Get this show on the road.
It doesn't look dry, it is. I see footprints.
You're supposed to be able to walk on it 8 hours.
There's a lot of like streak marks, I guess, from the...
Is that why you're supposed to use that flat brush thing?
Maybe.
Alright, y'all. It has been 24 hours. And we've let this first coat cure. And we got it stained really good. But now what we're going to do is we're going to sand it again. Just lightly with that 220 grit. Sand it really good. I mean, we're going to sand it not really good, but really thin. Make it smooth. And we're going to do one more coat. And then we're going to go to bed. And we're going to work on the chicken compost pile and all sorts of stuff outdoors tomorrow. So we can let it all dry up. Okay, we've sanded. Now we're going to use a damp towel. And we're going to wipe up all the dust. And then I'm going to go through and do a single coat after I take a shower, because I'm not going to be able to get into here after I'm done with this. Ow! I'm gonna go shower and we'll do this final stain job. I'm ready to get back to the chainsaw mill, so please let this be the last I have to deal with this floor. This is a mix of pitch black milk paint that we got from William at Current Pastures Farm for spoons, well, completely unrelated. Does it mix with polyurethane for floors by Minwax? Well, kinda. That's what I used on the first coat. We're using it again. Ashley didn't care for the yellowing of the floor after we removed the vinyl and sanded and dried and did the first coat with a clear stain a month ago. It's just way too yellow. So, well, we gotta darken it. So yesterday we did a mix like this, and now today we're gonna do the same thing. I think that's enough paint. Maybe it's not. Yeah, I'll add a little bit more. That should do it. Okay, here we go. final coat down. Haha. The final strokes. Woo! All right, guys, we did it. Let's go to bed. Try to stretch this for another 8 hours before touching the floor.
There's a deer in the woods right there, and Moose is just watching them. It's right there. I'm surprised she didn't take chase. Right, Moose? Normally you like to make chase.
Ooh. Good morning. Hey, hon, I think it looks great.
Hey, hon, I think it looks great.
You like it too?
I think once we get our furniture back in and get this cabinet put back in, get our rug situation in order, get all my food back in here, it's gonna be an upgrade. But we gotta do the water drip test once it's dry.
Okay.
Because that water needs to bead and it needs to stay on top.
Okay.
Otherwise we're back to square one.
That's true.
And we need to caulk the edges and then put the trim back on and all that.
We need to get new trim.
It looks really good.
Sweet. I'm
I
glad
don't
you
think we
like
can
it.
reuse our trim.
Oh, maybe.
I think we can.
I've always wanted wood floors. I am so happy that this project is done.